What's up, YouTube family? Thank you for tuning in. I'm so happy to have you. We are doing our very first Q&A on this channel, y'all. I am so excited. Just in case if you don't know what Q&A stands for, it stands for question and answer. So on Instagram, I told you guys to ask me a lot of questions, and I am here today to answer them. So let's dive into the questions, y'all. And I'm going to try to just answer these questions in order, as they came, because I think they're I think they're all very, very important, and I will do my best to get to all of them. Okay, first question. What is your favorite color? Favorite color? If I'm being honest, I do not think I have a favorite color. I just kind of like what I like for the moment. Yeah, I don't really have a favorite color. Yeah, I just kind of like what I like, for the moment, if they go together. And they don't necessarily have to match. For example, I'm not sure if you guys can see this, but I have little hanging things in my apartment, and this to me doesn't necessarily match. But it goes together for me. I have 3 objects hanging above me, and so this is just a wreath with little white plastic flower thingies, and that looks nice to me. And then I have this, it's a wall hanging thing with sunflowers, and all of these colors, they just, I don't know, they don't necessarily match, but at the same time, they just kind of go together for me. Next question. So, what did you major in, and does the job you have now match your major? So I did attend school. I attended Texas Women's University. T-Dub, Pioneer. This is a Pioneer sign, nothing else. I attended Texas Women's University. I graduated in 2020. I actually have my degree over there. I'm not getting it. But I got a bachelor's in general studies. In the beginning, I was not very happy about it. But, and that is just basically saying, I got my degree and I can do whatever I want with it. Just because, I was I don't really know what I want to do, but at the same time, I don't want to continue to take classes and things that I'm not sure about. I just know that I am passionate about families. I'm passionate about children, and I just want to be involved with them in some form or fashion. So, and after, because I graduated almost 2 years ago. So, because I graduated in December 2020, and it is now May 2022. So it isn't quite a year yet. It isn't quite 2 years. But now, I forgot what I was saying. Ooh. But what I do now, I am a CPS investigator, Child Protective Services. It's tough out here. It's really, really tough. But technically, I am doing things with my major because I wanted to. My 2 concentrations was sociology and family studies. And I am working with families. I'm also working with children, which I love. I love talking to them. I love doing tasks and advising parents on how to keep them safe. So that's what I'm doing now. I am a CPS investigator. That's what I do. Next question. I'm not answering this next question. And I know exactly who asked it. Turtle. They asked me, why am I so horny? I am not, by the grace of God. I will admit it gets hard out here, but at this very moment, I am not horny, and that is only by the grace of God. Next question. What would you go back and tell your 13, 18, and 23-year-old self? Okay. So my 13-year-old self, I would go back and tell her that she is beautiful. I would go back and tell her that she is beautiful and that she can talk. Like, it's okay to be yourself. Whenever I was 13, I was very, very shy. I was also very scared to be myself. So 13, that's like 6th, 7th, or 8th grade. Yeah. So I was really scared to be myself. I was also going through just like so many things that I just like was not speaking up about. And so I would just say, like, it's okay to speak. It's okay to be yourself, because for me, I've always like, when it like going back even to elementary school, I would just be like, it's too late for me to try and be myself. Like, I should already know my personality. I should already know this and already know that. But that's really the foundational years where you like work all of that stuff out and just get to know yourself and all this and that, you know, and you build those friendships and stuff like that, you know. Like, back then I feel like that's when you like really do that, and you get to like really solve like conflict resolution, you know, and just having like little immature arguments with your friends and, you know, stuff like that. But I didn't give myself like enough room to like experience that, because I was so quiet and I was so withdrawn from everything and like everybody. So yes. My 18-year-old self. Let me answer this question without being messy. Okay, so when I was 18, I was graduating high school, and that was a tough time for me. What I would tell myself back then, I would just say, enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. Whenever I look back at that time, I do not have many pictures. I don't have many memories except for the ones in my own head, because I wasn't really like trying to enjoy things. I was worried about the wrong things. I was worried about boys. I was worried about popularity and stuff like that. Like, I was worried about the wrong thing. I was worried about what people thought of me and my decision making. And I would just say, I would tell that girl, 18-year-old Marissa, to enjoy the moment and live your life for you. Like, don't worry about what other people are doing and what other people are saying. Just live your life, be yourself. And 23-year-old Marissa, now this tugs on my heart just because I am 25. And so this was like 2 years ago. And 2 years ago was whenever I had the biggest transition of my life. I was... and this was like in the year of 2020, I was very much so depressed. I was going through what some would say like an identity crisis. So at that time, I would just say, give yourself time, patience, and space. Give yourself space. It's okay to not be okay, but take all of those emotions to God and just rest in Him. And so, yeah, like... through that time, like, I was going through so much. I just experienced a really tough breakup for me, and I was just trying to like rush the healing process of like everything, of like my emotions, this and that. And so I would just encourage myself to listen to the Lord's voice, do what He's telling me to do, and just give myself time and space to heal fully. And so I thank God, honestly, for all those phases of my life, because it brought me here today. For 13-year-old Marissa, 18-year-old Marissa, and 23-year-old Marissa. Yeah, I thank God. I thank God for all of those phases of my life. Question was, did you go through an ugly phase at any point in time when you got saved? And that question is actually so funny to me, because I would not necessarily call this phase the ugly phase. But there was a point in time in my life where I was like, I am not wearing extensions or makeup, because I believe that the Lord has not called me to that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna be walking around like a Jezebel before I even knew who Jezebel really was. You get what I'm saying? Like, so there was a point in time where I did stop wearing hair extensions, all forms. I didn't wear braids, wigs, clip-ins, or anything. I didn't wear anything, just because I was like, the Lord don't want me to. But that was not the case. As I continued to do that, the Lord was molding me to find myself as beautiful, to find myself as attractive without anything else. So yes, there was a stage where I went through where I was like, okay, I'm not wearing any makeup for an extended period of time, and I'm not wearing any extensions for an extended period of time, just because I want to know and believe that I am beautiful without those things. So yeah, I think that is a great place to stop. So yeah, I thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you come again. I know this was a bit lengthy, but I hope you guys were able to get to know me a little bit more. I love you guys, and I can't wait to see you for the next video.